You see, Vecna ain't try her ass. I can imagine, dude.
Like, I wish you would.
Wear them damn tentacles off your back. What's up, and welcome back to another episode of Blerd Up Reacts. We're your host. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
Guys, we're about to jump into the season finale for Stranger Things called The PiggyBack. I'm ready to see what's going to happen because I feel like they're going to kill people that I don't want to be killed, and I'm going to be so upset.
Me too, but I know it's coming, so I'm really actually worried about Max.
I'm worried about Max. I'm worried about Eddie. I'm worried about Steve. I'm married. I'm worried.
I'm worried too.
I'm worried to Robin. I'm worried about Robin.
You worried about everybody.
It really is, because they gave everybody these all special moments, and I'm like,
they sure did. Like, so it's anybody at this point.
It really
anybody
is.
could go. Lucas, Erica, they ain't gonna kill Erica. No,
they better not. They better not do that to me, because I'll be so pissed. I will write them a letter.
Dear, so you got two African Americans on this show, and you chose to kill one of them.
And one of them's really, really smart. You made her just basically useless in the first half. So anyway, so ready to jump into this. Mo, is you ready to jump into the PiggyBack?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. I'm so mad at Yuri because I liked him.
Why?
Because he was funny.
Oh. Katinka feeling better. Shall we give her another try? Why not?
It's not.
Asshole.
He took something out of there, didn't he?
And that's why I'm like, why do you like him? Because he's trying to sabotage this thing.
That's enough! Hey! The hell you think you're doing? Get your hands off me, potato head! You're trying to break her, aren't you?
He does look like a potato head.
Me who knows what and where to touch. Much noise.
What is that? I'd be like, it's not turning on though, so stop. Stop it now.
Like that's supposed to help it.
I know.
Use your imagination.
Who needs imagination?
Dude, you nasty.
They probably stink. I'm sorry.
I know, right?
My head goes places sometimes. Sorry.
Yuri, you ain't got no shower in this motherfucker. Booty butt tricks.
Okay, Steve.
What does he want us to do? Applaud?
Girl, that was smooth. Stop playing.
I know it was.
Listen, if things here start to go south, I mean at all, you abort. You can be the hero, Steve.
Absolutely. We are not heroes.
They're gonna be the heroes.
Yeah. Which worries me.
He's realized it too, like, we're not all gonna make it.
This is Max.
Okay, the scenic route.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I can do that too. I went into Mama's mind, into Billy's.
That's better than old funky cow Dr. Brenner was trying to draw.
I know of a magical place that has all you need, my brave little superpowered friend. That mind fight is on. Let's go, pronto!
Y'all be shitting on Argyle, but
He
he be
be
coming
saving
up.
y'all.
He be
Like,
coming up with solutions.
What'd he say? The little woman in the desert, and then
Yeah.
they found like the weed be letting you know, man. Erica's a G. Look at her. You see, Vecna ain't try her ass. I can imagine, dude.
Like, I wish you would.
Wear them damn tentacles off your back. It's funny how she's like the captain of this little team also.
At the snuffest.
Hey, is that Mika Hughes's new Nightmare Jungle Gym?
It is, yeah.
Send Ryan. I don't want to waste any more time with bullshit leads.
I want his punk ass to die. That's who I want to die.
Yuri mentioned something about a flamethrower, right?
Ooh, okay.
Give me.
Just fine.
That's one of those situations I'd be like, dibs.
Yeah.
Dibs, I called it. I called it.
Nice shirt, my dude. Thanks, my dude. Listen, I would love.
What the fuck?
My dude, you ever partake in purple palm tree delight? Like the seed pods of a dandelion in the wind.
What? He's definitely gonna take it, but the sea
yeah.
pots of dandelions in the wind.
I know, right? I mean, that's how they sell them strains. They be giving them all like fantastic descriptions. Are they gonna put her in the freezer? That's gonna be her tank.
Yeah, that's gonna be the tub.
It's like she was destined for an alternate dimension. What do you say, Henderson?
Oh.
Ready for the most metal concert in the history of the world?
This is the part we've seen before. Oh,
Yeah.
he's so cool.
He's gonna die.
He's so cool, Brewster.
I'm trying to brace myself so when it happens.
No.
I can crawl forward. Listen, I guess what I'm trying to say in a really stupid roundabout way.
Such a change from first season. He's so self-aware now.
Yeah. Oh. You have a boyfriend. You have a boyfriend. You have a boyfriend.
But that's what I'm saying. One of them has got to die because both can't remain. And they haven't resolved shit with Jonathan yet.
No, they haven't.
I don't know, Jim. I got a bad feeling about this.
Something broke out.
Yeah.
Oh, he stayed there with Yuri.
Is he from Game of Thrones also?
He is.
Okay. Shout out to Kate Bush though. She
I
got her
know.
comeuppance and she deserved that
She
shit
got a
too.
bag because of Stranger Things. Oh. She drew his little flat top and
I know,
everything.
right?
Okay, the lovebirds have copied. Max is moving into phase 2.
Yeah, we're not even at the hard part yet.
Erica's the only one by herself too. Look.
Yeah, at least she's outside.
Yeah.
And
Hey! Asshole! I'm here.
Puta.
No more music. No more games. What are you waiting for? Huh? Come on, do you want me or not?
Go sit on the couch and be like, fuck you.
what are you waiting for? Huh? What are you waiting for?
Vecna pops out. Darkness.
Oh my god.
Dude, this is pineapple. Try before you deny.
Right. I love some pineapple pizza.
That's good.
Really good.
What? That's insane. That's blasphemous. Putting fruit on pizza? No, I didn't try it. No,
Excuse
Right.
me.
I feel like you used to come to me more for help. You know, it feels like you don't do that anymore. I miss talking to you. I really miss it. I don't want you to forget that I'm here. And I'll always be here because you're my brother. And I love you.
He needed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm always here for you too.
I know. Come here.
What are you doing? Are you
Huh?
about to cry?
I think I am.
What's wrong with you? My hormones are supposed to be reaching, not your.
Because I was sad. He noticed that he was feeling left out by seeing what was
Oh.
happening over there, and he stepped up.
I mean, I understood the scene, but I'm not about to cry.
It was sad.
Okay.
Kruger, pussy.
He playing with her.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
You wanted Billy.
She just said.
Why are you talking?
That's not him.
Normal people don't fantasize about killing other people, Max.
Snap
Maybe
out
it's
of it.
good he takes you. Maybe it's for the best. The fourth, the final sacrifice. It's going to be you that breaks the world.
He has her.
So that's why that was happening.
Yeah.
Stay away from me.
I thought you said you were ready.
I said stay away!
Right. I was getting ready to say, chop him in his neck, please. Shout out to Caleb McLaughlin, though. That was pretty good.
I think I am in a memory.
Shout out to their effects team, too. That wig is top notch.
Chrissy, this is from you.
Okay.
Metallica? I forgot the name of the song. This is Metallica, though.
You would know better than me. Okay, all right.
It's called, it's something to do with puppets. I can't remember the damn name, though. But I knew I liked this song.
Where are you going next?
Where do you think I'm going?
Right. That was fucking epic shot. Did you see that shit?
Excuse me.
You better get off my sister. Look.
Run faster, run faster, run
Please.
faster.
Dude,
Get away from the door.
Ooh, look at them tentacles. Tail to the no.
It just looks like it smells like mud in there.
Right.
Your shoes gonna get dirty.
It's okay. You got this.
We never gonna win if you trying to be cute. Don't do that because they've been copyright striking people for singing along. Oh!
I wouldn't have sat down anyways. Like, but we know.
Right. We know this isn't real. Uh-oh. Whoever wrote this song is getting paid this year too, because they played it about 5 or 6 times in The Boys.
Oh, okay. I found you, Mr. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
What you did to Chrissy?
just listen, Jason.
Oh my
You
gosh.
need to go, man.
Hey, can you hear me?
Jason, don't touch her.
Lucas, fight his ass and just
I
be done
know.
with it.
If I wake her too soon, we all die.
You don't wake her up right now. You die, Sinclair.
Now jump on him. Look. Ringo, you don't have to kill me. He wouldn't even got to the point where he could have got that gun out. As soon as he
I'm
would have came
sorry.
in, I would have knocked his ass out. He's the ops.
But being Jason, if I saw something like that and I walked in on something like that and I saw like, Lucas, are you doing this? All right, man, I'm out. Like, your powers are too much for me.
You know he's too much of a narcissist and an ego and his white savior complex.
They're so funny.
They can't get in through there, can they?
Stab it. Don't let the blood get on you. It might be like xenomorph blood.
Dude. Robin, like, I know it's gonna be
she
her.
is. Yeah.
What was that?
Right. Oh no.
I knew it. I knew it.
X, X, X. Oh. I think y'all need fire.
Ooh.
Don't let it happen, guys.
I don't know how y'all getting out of that,
All
but
right.
okay. Can we go back to Erica, please?
I know, right? I want all the basketball jocks to die, though.
Run! Keep stabbing.
Yeah.
Or put the shield up there. Yeah.
Now, secure it. Oh, it's got the little spikes on it.
Yeah.
Is that evidence? Shit.
Oh!
You scared me. That just scared me.
Y'all should have been through that hole.
Faster, faster, must climb faster.
He's gonna seal it so they can't come up there, so they can't get into the real world.
Can they get into the real world?
They can go through that portal. They can go through it.
No. Go.
God
No,
damn
Eddie.
it. Yes, please, Eddie, stop.
There's still a chance I could. Oh my gosh, go faster. There's still a chance they could have got through, though.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And why was Chrissy at Eddie's trailer?
She was buying drugs.
Liar!
She was scared. She just needed help.
If Chrissy was scared, if Chrissy wanted help, she would have come to me, not Eddie.
Look at this bullshit, no! You have wife beater written all over your forehead, dickhead. Get him, Lucas. Thank you.
That was lucky. Oh!
Yeah. The Eric. Thank you. I was getting ready to say the Erica. I know ain't finna let that slide.
Oh,
asshole. Fight for your life,
come on,
Mike.
Lucas.
Why I call him Mike?
Like Tyson. She gonna die.
She's gonna die.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
11? 11?
Yes, this has to be 11.
He's looking for my girl, now she here.
What's up?
Talking all that yin yang. Y'all ain't got no spears, no javelins. Be like,
I know.
like Max, don't be useless now.
Hi.
And you better be peddling for you. Where are you
Right.
going first? Like, let's have a plan.
Y'all ain't got a ladder. That noise.
Keep running.
No!
No!
I just ran and I left her there.
See, he's not running away anymore.
This is bullshit.
It is bullshit because he needs to run, but.
So I consciously know that my face is fucked up right now.
Like, how are you here?
Did I make you?
I'm real.
Good one.
How?
It totally looked like she was gonna put her hands like, I'm here. It's real. Like, at least you always gonna hear him coming. Squish, squish.
He breathe loud too.
Like,
Breathe through your nose. Oh,
You
he don't
gotta
have
be-
one.
Oh my god.
When I said that, I
That's not even
realized.
mouth movement.
Right?
You better get behind
Right.
something.
That's what I was like. Do we know where she
I
at?
know.
Before we get the.
Deflecting and stuff. don't go over there and get yourself killed too, Dustin.
Yeah. We know he ain't gonna die though. We're talking full on rebellion.
Max. Girl.
You're not supposed to make noise when you.
I know.
Before I kill you, I want you to watch.
That's nasty.
Ooh.
Sorry. I just had a flashback to Love Sausage.
Oh.
Let me go.
Papa is dead! I know what he did to you. He is the monster, Henry. Not you.
Papa did hurt me. But he was no monster. He was just a man. An ordinary, mediocre man.
But why you look like that?
He did not make me into this. You did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
That was you.
All the time. All this time, I mean.
All I needed was someone to open the door, and he did that for me. Once again, you have freed me. Your friends have lost.
Girl, he just admitted you're stronger than him, though. Yeah.
No!
There was a time when I had hoped to have you by my side, but now I just want you to watch.
Dang. Well played, Vecna, though.
Don't be afraid. It'll all be over soon.
Damn.
Lucas, come on.
Can you hear me? Mike, don't stop. Okay, you're the heart. Okay, remember that.
Elle, I don't know if you can hear this.
You have to say you love her.
And I love you. But the truth is, Elle, I don't know how to live without you. I feel like my life started that day we found you in the woods. And I knew right then and there, in that moment, that I loved you. I love you for exactly who you are. But right now, you just have to fight. You have to fight. Fight!
You are stronger than him. Because
Right.
he had to wait for you to lose your powers to enact this plan. How violent are you?
Fuck that motherfucker.
Ah!
Damn it! Ah!
Come on, Al. Yes, 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 yes. Those two bullets are coming in and
Oh!
Nice.
Murray has really grown on
I
me.
know. And now they all die because they're all connected.
Yeah.
Thank y'all, because y'all didn't do nothing.
Right.
You still alive.
Respect.
You are not going to go toe-to-toe with this demon. Oh.
Ooh.
Where'd that sword come
We
from?
might have to, look. I get the sword. Look. Got a 3-pronged attack. Come on, y'all.
Oh my gosh, that transition
Yeah.
just reminded me. At some point, they have to gonna get together, right?
Yeah.
Hopper.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so great. Y'all better get to stabbing.
Look.
Joyce said, I done saved you once.
All right, come taste this Satori Hanzo steel.
Conan. Ugh.
That's the reason I knew this song, because it used to bother me. It felt offbeat, the way she was singing it.
Oh.
But that was when I was a kid, though.
Oh, okay. I was like, it doesn't sound offbeat to me. Uh-oh. Y'all get to chopping.
Right.
Oh, she should have the Terminator cop.
Linda Hamilton.
Nice.
There we go. When all else fails, decapitation, people.
That doesn't work on is the Thing monster, which makes it like one of the scariest movies
Just
ever.
accept you're dying.
I know. Oh,
He got that shit
I
big.
know. Thank you for not being a coward anymore.
Yeah.
Oh God, Eddie.
Bad, huh?
Ah!
Gotta get you to a hospital, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, no.
All right. Come on.
You better hurry up.
Banana flambe.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't run away this time, right?
No.
I know you don't like this.
I'm actually gonna graduate. I think it's my year, Henderson.
Oh my God. Ugh.
And y'all better take his body back. Don't leave him in the upside down.
Eddie.
I don't know how they gonna do that, but
This is bullshit.
Come on. Eddie.
we knew it was gonna happen.
We knew it,
though.
but it still hurts. Like.
We need a doctor! Call an ambulance! Hurry, call an ambulance!
I can't feel or see anything. I don't want to die. I'm not ready.
You're not gonna die. Please just hang on.
I want to go on. I don't want to.
You're not gonna die. Just hang on.
Else they're still.
Thanks.
She not dead. Is she?
She's dead. She just died.
Max, stay with me. No. Max.
Oh my gosh. How are they gonna explain all this?
It's Hawkins. It's like, fuck, dude. Something in the water.
Oh my gosh.
LSD in the water.
I'm sorry, fuck.
Me too.
Oh. Bye. Bye, Jason. I mean, gee, that's a horrible way to die, though. Jesus.
He doesn't deserve a nice way to die.
He deserved to go to jail.
Oh, we forgot about the real world.
I know, but y'all should. This is on y'all because so much has happened in Hawkins. Y'all
Right.
should have moved out a long time ago, like Joyce did. Joyce said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Look at that shit. How it's converging all in the same place. Which is, what is that place?
It's a-
I forgot what they call that. They've got a
is that
word
the
for that.
school? Oh.
I don't know, but those fault lines though, in spiritual stuff, those are called like, it's called some sort of axis. I can't remember the word of it.
No, you're not going.
Here we go with that 80s synth music. I love it, but it just made me feel weird. Like,
She better come back too.
2 days later.
I want to see the explanation of all this.
Me too. I'm still mad. Fuck that, dude. Looking out on cars.
Oh.
They're like,
yeah, they're like, fuck Hawkins. I'm out. All right, Charlie. Argyle! Oh, sorry.
what?
And the rest of them. Some pants.
Them
boy.
jams.
Yeah.
Ain't that what they was called back in the day? Them jams.
Oh, you guys like crazy. I know. We came as soon as we heard.
I especially want to hear the explanation to Erica and Lucas's parents.
Yeah.
Like, how do you explain his black eye? Where y'all been?
Her heart stopped for over a minute. Died. Then she came back. Say it's a miracle.
It was 11.
Guess that he's uncle. He gotta come keep replacing the damn flyer.
Dustin Henderson, can we talk? I was with him when the earthquake hit.
And where is Eddie now?
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Are you crying?
Not yet.
Yeah, no, you're crying.
No, not yet. Not, my nose was just
You're crying.
There's no tears even coming out of my eye.
They wet though.
I'm not there yet.
I wish everyone had gotten to know him. Because they would have loved him.
Duffer
Even
Brothers.
in the end.
Well, how
never
could they have known
stopped
everybody was
being
gonna love
Eddie.
Eddie at the beginning of the season?
Y'all wrote the dialogue, goddammit. That's what you wanted to happen. You did this on purpose.
He fought and died to protect this town. This town that hated him.
For nothing now, because they still in danger.
Right.
He's a hero.
No denying that shit. And if you think about it, he was a hero every day, basically. Just nobody saw it.
Let's hope one is dead and rotting.
He's not.
He can still feel.
I'm here in Hawkins. I can feel him. I can still remember what he thinks and how he thinks. We have to kill him.
And we will. We will.
Is that my daddy? My mom and my daddy. Spiderweb, spiderweb. She's gonna try to talk to Max, probably. She's not there.
Get
Dr.
that
Owens.
hand ready, girl. Oh. Oh. Goodness. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because she didn't even know he was alive, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Coming in here looking like retired Air Force.
I know, right? It's that hat.
Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing.
I'm here.
No more, y'all. Like,
Emotional stuff this season.
it is. It's like.
Not fat.
I'm surprised they aren't wearing the same thing.
It's kind of funny though because she does favor Winona Ryder. Uh-oh.
Vecna said, "Have your moment now."
Right. Girl, that's
No,
not
it's
what you
not.
mean.
Oh, everything's dying.
Yeah.
Now I would really move out of Hawkins. If I have not already moved out of Hawkins,
It's gonna spread though.
Yeah.
They gotta stop it.
I'm talking about the regular people
Right.
at Hawkins.
Well, at this point, I'm
Y'all
like,
better save the world.
if-
I'll be back.
if I was Hopper and L, I'd be like, the Department of Defense needs to put us on. I know.
I wonder since it's like bleeding over, like bodies just gonna be like showing up
Just
everywhere.
showing up. Like, that's crazy.
Woo!
All right, we just finished the season finale for season 4, Stranger Things, the Piggyback.
Yeah. What an epic finale.
It really was. I'm like, because I'm like, it was a good. This is a good show.
Yes.
Like, this is a good show. I don't want people to think that I'm about to shit on this show because I'm mad, because I am, but I'm not taking anything away from the show. I just think they did. Let's get into it. Let's talk about likes. Let's go for the likes first. What did you like? I know what I liked about this season.
You go first.
The horror element took this up a notch.
Yes.
If they had not have put that in there, I don't think this would have lasted.
I don't know. I think it was like more of a nod to the horror fans out there.
Oh,
but
definitely.
I think without them, it would have been okay still.
No, what more could they do without, if they didn't cross the realms the way they did with Vecna, where they were severely limited the story they could tell.
I guess you're right. You're right.
Now that we have one, aka Vecna, who was already super powered prior to becoming one, it changed the landscape of everything, which allowed to give it this whole, which you broke the rules. This is supposed to happen in season 3, the whole trilogy rule about what you thought from the start.
Oh,
So I think they broke that rule on purpose because it expanded the universe of what they can do. And if now, because again, there wasn't supposed to be a season 5. Now there's a season 5 and there's a spinoff in the works. And you guys, if you're not, I wish Masterclass would pay me some money. But if you're not on Masterclass, the Duffer Brothers actually have a course of how they built the story for all 4 seasons. So when it comes to smarts, the guys got it. I think it was a smart decision to bring the horror element in and throw in the nostalgic elements of horror in the 80s, because you couldn't throw a rock. You couldn't throw a rock without seeing something. We mentioned it, the beret with Robin.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. They definitely brought it this season with the horror elements. Man, I'm sorry. I just loved everything pretty much about this season.
Yeah.
Like the whole story and how it just brought it all together. Like you were just saying, how it just brings all the previous seasons together, and how we're now gonna get like this epic conclusion in the season 5.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna like really hate this season though,
Yeah.
because of like the inconsistent times of like the inconsistent episode links and like breaking it up into part 1, part 2. But they know what they're doing. They knew what they were doing with this.
And remember when we reacted to the season 4 trailer, which was just a portion of the Creel story, I was looking like, well, what the fuck is this? Like, what's happening? Like, how does this play into Hawkins in the story that we know? So the fact they only gave us that glimpse, and then once you start watching it, you start to see the connection. I was like, okay, I see. And one thing the Duffers said is they don't like overtness. They bring you up to the point, and then they let you start putting together all the things you've collected in your head since you've been watching the show.
A lot of character growth in this season.
Absolutely. Well, yes and no.
Okay, let's start with I think there was a lot of
There
character growth
was,
in this season.
but it wasn't consistent. Go ahead.
What do you mean? Explain.
I mean, you've got standout characters here that you've kind of regulated to the back, which on one hand I get, but on the other hand I'm like, pourquoi? Why?
Yeah.
Because Erica is probably one of the most smartest in the gang. Now she's newbie,
Yeah.
but she's hella smart. She's got gusto. She's gangster. She knows how to execute things, and she ain't never scared. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
it's like, I felt like she
I
should have
mean-
had more involvement. But again, now that there's a season 5, because I felt the same way about Will until we got that last scene. Got it. I'm like, got it. You're big in 5 now.
Well, still, and what I meant by a lot of character growth, the characters that had growth in this season,
Yeah.
there was a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's still some characters though that, like you were saying, Erica, you were saying Will, you think he pretty much got that growth at the end. It was a little, but it wasn't a lot. Like, I don't like how we had to wait until like the last episode or second to last episode.
The last 2 hours and 13
Yeah.
minutes.
For him to get that, because he did absolutely nothing in
Yeah.
part 1 of this season, and I was like, geez, are y'all gonna like actually do something with this character? And then I don't know.
There was just certain things, like even with Lucas, there was a part of the character that I kind of felt like this, it's inconsistent, I guess I want to say, but I guess that fits for him because all these characters are pretty much in a time of their lives where they start to become who they're really supposed to be in terms of people. So I kind of let it slide, but I'm like you, where I had a problem with how they wrote Will, and I had a problem with how they wrote Erica.
Gotcha. I understand Lucas's.
I understand. You can write that one off.
Yeah, because that's kind of how I wanted to be. Like,
Uh-huh.
I wasn't popular in high
Yeah.
school, but once I got there, I was like, I can try to do some things to be
Yeah.
popular. And when I got to a point where like on the basketball team and stuff like that, I was like, I just want to go back and hang with my old. Like, not to say the new friends I met were nice and everything, but it was just like we were nerds.
You're
like,
carving out a
we were
path
nerdy
for your
friends.
life
Yeah.
for the rest of it. And that's the age where you start to realize some people you hung around with, you're kind of like, why?
Oh no.
Like, why are we friends?
Oh, I mean, around that time.
Yeah, around that time. Yeah.
Like my old friends, I'm still old friends.
No.
I'm still friends with them today. So.
Yeah, but you're friends, you know,
Yeah.
versus people you knew and you was cool with in high school, but you really don't care.
Yeah.
You know so, not saying that to be like an asshole, but that's just the way it is, you know. That's just the way it is. So I derailed the likes with that because I get what you're saying. They're definitely growth. I think some people benefited more from it than others.
Others, yeah. Most definitely. You want to talk about Eddie?
Anything else that we liked from the story?
The effects. I
The
like the
effects were
effects
really
this
cool.
season. The practical and I think the digital were done pretty good, except for that scene where we see Vecna going into the upside down. You can tell it's CGI, but I still liked it.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it.
The practical effects were I was really amazed at how they layered him with practical and CGI, and you see the movement of what we would call muscle and thing, and just kind of underneath the skin. I thought that was really cool. And then of course with the breaks, that whole sequence of how he takes them over, I thought that was really intense because you see that in the first episode and you're like, what the fuck? I know I don't want to be in it, but like what the hell is happening? You know?
I just thought of something because I was going back to character growth. Dustin.
Yeah.
Did Dustin do a lot of character growth this season? No.
And maybe, you know what, maybe those characters, maybe they didn't get a lot of growth because again, there's something more for them on the other side. Number one. Number two, Dustin's kind of been active this whole time, so he could use a break. You know, but my gripe is how y'all did my girl Erica.
I mean, they kind of used like the characters that didn't get growth, like Dustin, Erica, Will. Or much of it, anyways. They were kind of just used as characters to build up other characters.
Yeah,
growth
exactly.
Of other characters, I mean. So
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I see it. I just, and again, I'm not shitting on it. It's just I took issue with that. And I took issue with the other thing. Yeah. So, but yeah, again, with this season, I'm going to say this is probably my favorite season.
Yeah.
I can't even
first
say
season is going to be my favorite, actually. And this
and
was
that's
second.
the thing. It's like first season is always kind of like the given, like, but everything after it, I'm like, this is probably my favorite from 2. I don't know why I didn't like 2. I just didn't care for it that much. 3, I didn't like it up until the second half.
Mm.
And then this one, it was consistently through.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think that's it for me on the likes.
Dislikes. It's really just that one. Mine's gonna be a rant. Do you have dislikes you want to
No,
grab?
go for it. I'm here for it.
I don't like the way they wrote not Eric, Eddie's character.
Uh-huh.
On one hand, they made him really extremely likable and adorable. And of course, with with everything with this show, they do it on purpose for people who were born when we were born to start catching feelings for the time and remembering people. And Eddie was my babysitter when I was little, except his name was Chris. But literally a splitting image, the hair, the denim jacket, the metal. That's why I knew that was Metallica, because of Chris Martinez. So, but also seeing that, and then to get to the end and make it seem like Eddie the Banished is now like he's ostracized from running away from that situation. What the fuck? He didn't have any options, and you see how them cracker basketball players were acting. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that like that.
Gosh.
But you saw how that was acting. So to give him this moment at the end, like it's redeeming him, he didn't do anything wrong.
I guess true, yeah.
And have him say, "You didn't run this time, kid. Nigga, kid, you should have ran because you don't deserve this."
But
Eddie.
what would he be coming back to now? Because they still would believe that the whole thing that's happened.
That's the truth,
and that's his fault.
And that's the suckiness of it, because it falls in line with real life. Once you're categorized as the other, I don't care if you're goth, gay, whatever the case may be, once they see you as something different than what they've been taught to be quote unquote normal, the sky could rip apart, and fucking Eddie did it.
Yeah.
And I get the reality of the situation, but it was just that line at the end, "You didn't run this time." You know, and I'm like, you didn't run in
How about not he didn't run this time? How about you're the hero this time?
He's always a hero to me. And maybe that's the blending. But even through this scene, the little things he did with the Hellfire Club, like, people were scared of him, not because he was scary, because he was mysterious, because they didn't know him. But when you see how he interacts with the kids, and he's telling, you guys are the next generation. Basically, what I'm doing for you, you're going to do for somebody else someday. Telling Dustin, don't ever change, seeing how brilliant of a kid he is, and how, again, that's a other, but saying don't get discouraged, be you.
But we can't ignore that he did run away a lot in the first part of this season with Chrissy, where he could have stayed. Of course, there would have been some kind of like situation where they would have been like, okay, we got to figure out what the hell happened.
He didn't know what's going on.
He did.
He
but he still ran.
I would have run too. Some strange white girl
continued to run. Now,
some strange white girl came to my trailer.
You, on the other hand, I could have understood that more. That actually reminds me of the movie on Amazon Prime that's called Emergency, I think it is. If you have not seen that, please watch it, because it's exactly what he just explained. But anyways, back to this. I could understand running, but him.
But think about it. In a town where there's only 2 black people, the others are. I'm just saying that I'm making fun of it because it's kind of funny in the sense of, I can't believe this shit still happens like this. But the way, with the circumstances he was presented with, he had no other choices but to run away, because he didn't know what he was dealing with. But once the time he got acclimated to what was happening, for it to be a thing like, you didn't run this time or whatever, or you're the hero this time. No, you were always a hero.
I feel like he had more choices other than to run. Yes, he didn't know what was going on, but once he started getting into the know with the crew, he continued to run.
Not really.
Yes,
I don't feel like that.
He did.
But anyway, I don't feel like that. But I feel like his arc was kind of not an arc.
I can see how you could see that.
It wasn't an arc, and to have this fantastic character. Now, granted, there are like 18 fantastic characters in the show. Not everybody can shine at every moment. If y'all knew y'all was gonna kill him, though, y'all should have did something different.
Well, maybe that's why they did it, because they wanted you to get attached to this character, knowing full well that you're gonna have this emotional moment at the end of the season.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that writing. I'm not buying the construction of his arc. I just can't do it.
Okay.
I can't do it. For some reason, I can't reconcile that, because it seems inconsistent to who they presented him to us to be.
Okay.
So that's my gripe with that. I have a gripe with Mike too.
Okay.
Because your heart is useless. But again, maybe you play something big. If anything, Will's the heart to me because
I know, that's what I was thinking.
So
When he was like, "You're the heart," and I was like, "No, Will, you
yeah.
are, man."
But
Come
again,
on.
there's this lesson there to say to Will to kind of be more, how do I want to say it? To have more confidence in himself. You've put these characteristics that really are you into other people, and it's been fantasized almost in a sense. But when you take away the fantasy of it, like what did Mike really do? But finally say I love you to Elle.
11, yeah.
So I mean, that's the shit I'm talking about. It's just kind of like, if you're there, either be useful or don't be useful, but pick one.
I got you.
Pick one.
I'm a little scared for Will.
I am too.
Because he still has that connection to the Upside Down, to Vecna. I'm a little scared for him going into season 5, and that may be why they didn't utilize him that much in this season, because he's going to have something bigger to do into season 5. Going back to that drawing that he drew, like, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be more to that. In the next season, and we're just not seeing it yet. Maybe he's one of the dragon heads. I don't know.
Who knows, man? And again, it could go either way. I just with Will, he's a very interesting character that I feel gets the short end of the stick a lot of times, and I don't.
If he returned with this bowl cut and see. There is going to be a time jump in season 5, so
there has to be.
He's not going to get,
like in their 20s.
I'm going to say this right now. He is not going to have that bowl in season 5.
Those kids are like grown, man. They're not kids anymore, which again lends itself to the story. But anyway, saying all that to say, the problems that I did have with this show, they're not major problems. They're not anything that's going to make me turn it off.
Yeah, go ahead.
But they are things that took me out of the moment because my brain went on a tangent, because it's like, that's not who you presented this person to be.
Gotcha.
Or why would you have this person go through, with Max, why would you have this person go through this hard shit to have them not really have an arc? But in this case, Max had an arc. Max was the thing about this season that kind of kept everything moving. And to see her arc and see how it ends, and she ain't die in the end. It's like, you mean we couldn't have sprinkled some of that into?
Well, we don't know what happened to her in the end, because obviously she's alive, but we don't know what that really is because she's in a coma.
I think Vecna
11 went into her mind and she's not there, so we don't know what's going on with Max at this point.
I'm looking at it like Insidious. She's in the further, and somebody got to go get her, but she's hidden somewhere.
Probably,
so he's got her captive.
I'm sorry, I thought of one more thing I liked about this season, and it was in this episode. Caleb McLaughlin, you know the last name.
They had really good scenes.
Yeah, that scene at the end there when he was holding Max and she was like, "I don't want to die," and you go, boy. That was a really good scene.
They wrote that really well. Even his interactions with Jason, I can tell, like, oh, my boy about to get his moment, man. He better get his Emmy moment.
And I'm so glad they presented him kind of being a little bit tougher, because I feel like in previous seasons, like they've gotten him this season, where being scared in the when he showed up at the school, like screaming like the girl. He screamed like the girl. I think it last season too, because Dustin sprayed him in the eye. So I'm so glad they presented him a little bit more like a little bit more brave, and just not like, you know.
And I feel like he had
those moments are still funny. I'm sorry, but still,
I felt like he had a little bit more common sense too. But again, it lends itself to growing up. You know, and y'all been through a lot. Most humans don't go through that shit in one lifetime.
Right, and y'all have in like what? How many years? So...
Like, Copper, you need to call the Department of Defense, put us on the payroll. We get a stipend to look, and anytime this shit pops up.
Yeah, and that's actually another thing that I'm kind of wondering about for next season. Are we going to see the government again in next season? Because remember,
Let's
we
save
ended.
For theories.
Okay.
Let's save for theories, because I have a theory about that.
Right.
I'd like to see it. Will it happen? No, but yeah, that was my dislike. I just felt like some of the writing sometime for the characters was like, whatever. But again, to call out the love though, Kate Bush running up that hill. You got Metallica. What the hell is that song?
You know, Metallica. Like I said, I'm a Lenny Kravitz girl. that's as far as I go.
What the hell?
Except for my emo phase that I had, you know.
Master of Puppets. That's right.
Master of Puppets.
I kept wanting to say Meat Puppets. That's why I was like, I know that's not right.
That sounds like a great name.
I was like, I know that's not right, but I know it's Metallica. Master of Puppets. Okay, I think we said we can say we're there. Yeah. MVP for this season. I'm gonna give my MVP actually to Nancy. I'm not gonna let that change because Nancy, again, she's had a lot of growth. Mm-hmm. You know, from the first season up until this point, she's like almost commander in chief. Mm-hmm. You know, and you see this thing with her where this season more layers got peeled off. Like when they were in the Upside Down, they're like, we need weapons. She was like, I got guns at my house. And it's just like, okay, little Miss NRA, you know, but I mean, without her, they wouldn't have been as close as they were. Yeah. They would have been at a disadvantage if Nancy wasn't Nancy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
So giving it to her for that. Also, Heather Langenkamp, Nancy Thompson. I feel like there was a lot of final girls kind of sprinkled into her, but that was definitely present in this season. Mm-hmm. And I dug it, and yeah, she's a bad bitch.
Yeah. I'm thinking a lot of people are probably gonna say like I'm probably gonna give my MVP to Eddie.
Yeah,
I'm not. It's Argyle. Like if you think about it,
yeah,
stay with me here. If you think about it, they couldn't have got a lot of stuff done without Argyle.
That's
he
true.
had the car. He had the little ideas about like the little person Nina and he found like the little spot they needed to be in Nevada. Like he got the salt together, baby, at the end. Like Argyle is smarter than you think.
Yeah.
And you know, without his help this season, at least for the California crew or the Nevada crew or whatever.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been able to get shit done without Argyle. So
yeah.
my MVP is Argyle.
That's a really good point because I think people sleep on. Because there's so much to get caught up in. There's so much information flying. And that's a good point why we've picked our MVPs. Because if Nancy wasn't there, if Argyle wasn't there, they would not have won.
Yeah.
They would not have won.
Yeah.
So, all right. So on the Blerd meter, the ranking for this one.
Oh, wow. I'm going to give it a 9.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I am too.
Because there was bad things in this season, like, it didn't turn me off though. Mm-hmm. Like there were things that didn't quite fit, but see, like I feel like I can gloss over them at this point. Like I feel like I can't even remember a lot of them because the season was so great. Like, there was a lot of things we saw that were great.
I definitely see that, and I'm actually right there with you. What I'm thinking about is all the shows that I've seen in 2022 and how I've ranked them and how this fits into those rankings. Mm-hmm. I would give it actually a 10. But I'm not going to because I need to see the fuckery that I was left with in this season. I want to see how that's resolved in season 5. So I'm with you. I'm going to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a 9. You know, because even when I think about the things that I didn't like, it, like you said, it wasn't Black Lightning where I'm at the screen like, y'all got to be fucking
get this man some superhero shoes, damn it.
Make sure hire stunt people that look like they're doubles. Like the fuck. That's probably been the worst part of reacting to something on the channel is watching that show and us being amped for it and then what they did with it. Anyway, if you haven't checked out that adventure, go back.
Yeah,
go back and check it out because again, it's one of those things when I think about when we're ranking these is what's the worst shit that just made me I don't even want to watch this shit no more. And it was that. So 9s on the Blerd meter. This was really good. I'm glad you were able to come and wrap this up with me.
Me too.
This is awesome. It was hard not watching it for like a week. So I'm not gonna lie.
Like if y'all know how hard it is to avoid spoilers, like it wasn't that hard for me because I have a child now and I can't be on social media like that anymore. But still, it's freaking hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's freaking hard to just not be like, I want to just go ahead and watch this while I'm.
Yeah, and then there's that, and then there's actual other reactors that I like watching sometimes.
Yeah.
So, but I never watched your stuff until I watch what we've done for it.
Right.
And there was a couple of people that I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what they say about this, but you can't watch it yet.
Now you can watch all those reactions.
So yeah. I'm so happy. I'm ready to jump to season 5. So let's not make it 3 or 4 years. Well, how long was it? Let's not make it.
I keep seeing, and I don't know if this is confirmed, but I keep seeing posters that say like 2024. Jesus. And I'm not sure if that's right. I'm not sure if that's confirmed, but if it is.
So that brings me to predictions, actually. I'm glad you brought that up. Time jump is definitely needed because we're not buying these kids who are in high school.
Especially
anymore.
if the new season is going to be in 2024.
Exactly. And if you see, not for nothing, like if you see fucking if you fucking see Caleb McLaughlin and if you see Priya
know.
Ferguson, they are grown folks. Noah Shapp is. Did you hear about the Doja Cat shit?
No.
Where she was trying to get at Eddie or whatever, and she sent him a DM and he put it on blast, and everybody was like, "Oh, you should know that he's a kid." He's a kid. That's what kids do, you know. So, saying I'd say they get older, who ends up working in the government because they can't have this much exposure to what's happening, and they can't keep saving the world like this without a few of them not going into some sort of special.
Well, it depends on how far the time jump is, though, because I can see them if they're still kind of in this situation where they're not really old enough to. They're in college, but not really old enough to have jobs.
Yeah.
Like, they can still be helping out the government. Like,
because that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. This is where
but
they
if it's
start
like a full-blown time jump where they're like past college and supposed to have regular job paying taxes and shit.
No. Nancy would probably be, the older boys and girls would be there. I hate saying it like that. The older boys and girls would probably be up
Men
there.
and women.
Right, exactly.
Adults.
But I want to see how this is going to sound cheesy, their passions, everything that they've been through up to this point. Nancy being a strong journalist as well as a strategy person, like, what does the next generation of this special operation look like now that more people know about it than ever? Like, does it get its own designated budget? So I'm thinking from like the corporate dumb guys. So I want to see something like that where they start to lead into who they're meant to be, and then maybe it spins off into another show as like an X-Files type thing. There's places they can take it. Sorry,
I'm saying you just want to see Erica boss people around and be in the government and shit, like Amanda Waller.
I want to see Erica as a full-fledged boss. She's a boss now.
Right.
But if she could do this with little resources, imagine the government in her pocket.
Yeah.
Imagine any of them with the government in their pocket. That's really what it is. I want to see where they go from here. So,
I'm sorry, I thought about that. Amanda Waller scene in Suicide Squad. Get back here! I'm sorry.
You can see it though.
I know.
You can see it. But then also, here's the other thing. Outside of Stranger Things, though, these actors, we've watched them consistently since the show started. There's been a lot of growth in terms of their skill. I want to see. We see Sadie was in Fear Street, and I thought she was absolutely amazing. I want to see what the rest of everyone else
branches out to be. We've got Mike. And I forget his name, so
Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah, Finn Wolfhard. He's Ghostbusters, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the sequel. Caleb McLaughlin. I'm not really good at his last name. He was in Concrete Cowboys, which is another Netflix. Show. So I want to see, where.
Yeah. Where they land.
11 was in Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh, I didn't watch that. I couldn't. I wasn't ready yet. It's one of those on the list. I'm not ready yet.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, saying that to say they're great actors, actresses. I want to see what else they get into because the things that they have done has been outstanding.
Yeah.
So, all right, you guys, that was Stranger Things episode 9, the Piggyback. Drop down in the comments. Here's what I want to know: who's your MVP? How did you rank it on the Blerd meter? Anything you'd like to say, Mom?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, we'll see you on the next episode of Blerd Up Reacts. Thank you for that love and support. Don't forget to hit the like button. See you soon.
I'll be honest. I thought about Concrete Cowboys and I was like, "Ooh, Idris." That's what I was thinking. I'm sorry, y'all. We'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care. Bye.